It looked like it's happening. Angel Reese is asking out of Chicago already.
Angel Reese officially puts the Chicago Sky on notice. We're not doing the same thing this offseason that we did last offseason. Stop bringing me bums to play with.
Imagine demanding your teammates get replaced only to become the one your own franchise might be ready to cut loose. That's the situation Angel Reese walked herself into after her comments to the Chicago Tribune. She wasn't subtle either. Reese flat out said she wasn't settling for the same we did this year, doubling down that getting good players and great players was a non-negotiable part of her future in Chicago. It didn't sound like a so-called franchise player trying to grow with her team. It sounded like a brat trying to gut her roster on live record. Let's see what Angel Reese had to say. "I'm not settling for the same we did this year." Oh boy, Reese told the Tribune. "We have to get good players. We have to get great players. That's a non-negotiable for me. I'm willing and wanting to play with the best, and however I can help to get the best here. That's what I'm going to do this offseason. So, it's going to be very, very important this offseason to make sure we attract the best of the best, because we can't settle for what we have this year. Overhaul this roster." The problem that interview didn't just rattle a few feathers. It reportedly infuriated teammates and veterans around the league. Word came out that a locker room sit-down had to be organized just to talk about the fallout. That isn't what happens in healthy teams. That's damage control. Imagine someone who hasn't yet proven herself, and suddenly half the team needs a meeting because of your mouth. That's not leadership. That's dysfunction. So it's in multiple league sources told Front Office Sports that the entire team has seen Angel Reese's comments, and that teammates are unhappy with the direct attacks. A team meeting is planned at which players are expected to address Reese directly. Of all her comments, one of the ugliest shots was pointed at Courtney Vanderloot. Even though Vanderloot was out for the season due to an ACL injury, Reese brushed her aside in dismissive terms, alluding to being too old for the present and future of the Sky. And that cut deep because Vanderloot isn't just any player. She's a respected veteran point guard with championship pedigree and one of the best court managers the league has ever seen. Carelessly tossing her in the dust does more than insult Vanderloot. It alienates the veterans still playing in the league who know she's earned every ounce of respect. "We can't rely on Courtney to come back at that age that she's at," Reese said. "I know she'll be a great asset for us, but we can't rely on that. We need someone probably a little younger with some experience. Somebody who's been playing the game and is willing to compete for a championship and has done it before." Courtney Vanderloot, by the way, two-time WNBA champion, five-time All-Star, two-time All-WNBA first team, left the New York Liberty, a championship-caliber team, to come help out the Chicago. Oh damn. Oh damn. Oh dang. Oh damn. It's all right, Courtney. It's all right. And here's where the irony takes over. The Chicago front office had already gone out of their way to build around Reese. Don't forget, they gave up Sonia Citroen, who by the way is in the middle of a Rookie of the Year race, and already became an all-star in her first year, to bring in Ariel Atkins. That was supposed to be the move that gave Reese exactly what she wanted, established talent to win now. But instead of gratitude, Reese acted like the staff and roster were never good enough. You can't complain about the front office not trying when they sacrificed a potential franchise cornerstone just for your benefit. It is looking spooky in Chicago. Instead of Reese says she doesn't believe her teammates Rachel Berman or Haley VanLith are capable of leading them to the play well of leading the playoff team. Guard Ariel Atkins is another player on the Sky roster with WNBA championship experience. "We are aware of it." Mar stated, "We are addressing it." This would have been frustrating enough if she only went after the veterans. But she didn't stop there. Even younger teammates like Haley VanLith couldn't escape the shade, implying that the whole team was either too old, too mid, or too soft. Suddenly, veterans felt insulted. Younger players felt dismissed, and the one person tying the locker room together ended up being the common enemy. Reese wanted a team rally, but she wound up turning all the frustration inward right at her. "We need great players, and I don't know what that will attract that. Maybe the practice facility will attract that. We'll see. But I think the priority is being able to convince free agents that this is an organization that is going in the right direction. I think honestly it would be a leap of faith for a great player to come here and show that this is something that they want to be a part of, and we can bring that championship mentality." A leap of faith to think that a great player would want to come to Chicago. Oh boy. And when you look at her on-court impact at the same time, it's clear why this whole power play backfired. If you're going to put yourself above the rest of the roster, you'd better be backing it up with dominance. Instead, Reese became the one out of sync, the one who didn't fit into the system she wanted to reshape. In other words, the vision she imagined might have ended up spotlighting the truth Chicago didn't want to admit. Their biggest problem might not be the roster she criticized. It might be Angel Reese herself. And what makes that sting even more? While she kept demanding upgrades and great players, she couldn't even manage one of the most basic things on court, keeping the ball in her own hands. Hey, it's not all her fault. Her teammates stink. They got to catch that. Right. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? Scooby, put down the butter. Butter pecan. This time of the year is the best. You got pumpkin spice football and Angel Reese layups. Final play of the game. Angel Reese clutch Jean. That's my Barbie. What if the very player who was demanding a roster overhaul was actually the one dragging her own team down? That's exactly what happened with Angel Reese. On paper, she put up numbers around 14 to 15 points per game and a double-digit rebound average. Sounds solid at first glance, but when you look closer, she's leading the entire WNBA in turnovers despite missing several weeks of action with injury. Think about that for a second. She sat out, played fewer minutes than most stars, and still managed to rack up more giveaways than anyone else. That isn't dominance. That's careless basketball for you. 20% of the time, Angel Reese gets her shot blocked inside of 9 feet, and 100% of the time, she's doggy-dada. Burn to the lady in orange. Oh, you're out. Simon didn't say. 101 turnovers in 26 games for our 2K cover. She's a stater. At least she always brings the boom. I'll see you tomorrow night. Bye. Right. Turnovers can happen when a player tries to force the game. But with Reese, it wasn't just about being aggressive. It reflected impatience, bad decision-making, and an inability to keep control under pressure. And her issues didn't stop there. She also struggled with discipline in another column, technical fouls. You don't want to see your supposed cornerstone leader constantly jawing at referees, losing composure, and racking up whistles that hurt your own team. Yet, Reese hit that disciplinary threshold faster than any player should, picking up her 8th technical foul of the season, which by league rule meant an automatic one-game suspension.